So I was in Nikki's chat,
Mm-hmm.
and so she was doing like surfing Santa nails,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently there was discourse because Maniology like made their Santa, their little like it's a little circular picture of Santa with like sunglasses and a bare chest, and
I have that plate.
some people perceived that he had man boobs. Now I look at that and I'm kind of like, is that man boobs? Maybe I don't know what pecs look like. I don't know. I enjoy a fine gentleman's breast, as I said in her chat, and she lost it. But also we both agreed, like, because people are saying, you done Santa dirty. And it's like, this, like, Santa is a big jolly dude.
He
like,
has a bowl full of jelly. Of course he has, like, also big boobies. Like, that's...
yeah,
they don't look bad. I have that plate. No, he looks like an
good.
attractive grandpa.
Yeah.
As Santa should. He's a delightful grandpa. Like, having a good time on the beach. Leave him alone. Don't bully him.
Yes. Like, no, don't blame Maniology for this. Blame your own perception of a fine gentleman's breast.
Yeah. Fix your perception. They're beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. He's beautiful, no matter what you say. So anyway, we were talking about that, and like she was just like losing it over, because also her chat was censoring it, and she's on mobile, so like she like didn't really know what I was saying.
Yeah.
And
Fine
she knew what I was saying. What? Yeah, exactly. But at the end, she was like saying, I ship you and like Surf and Santa. And I said, I would need it to be a throuple with me, Santa, and Big Tex. And then like she paused and she goes, well, if anyone could make that happen, it would be Santa. Hi, welcome to Two Lacquered Ladies, the podcast about nail polish and nail art by the ladies who stream it. I'm Stephanie, aka Fanatic here on every social media platform that matters. I'm an unprofessional nail artist, and I like to make fan art on my nails.
Howdy, my name is Danny, and you can find me as Danny Shout online. I'm a science educator by day and a nail art hobbyist by night. On stream, I like to create scenes with themes on my nails.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is time for the Two Lacquered Ladies.
Hello, that's us.
That's us. We're here. I am currently lacquered. Danny became unlacquered moments before we started.
I did. I popped those peelies right off. It's time for a fresh coat of something. I don't know what yet.
If you don't pop your peelies, they will pop themselves for you. So
yes.
You gotta be on it. And boy, it sure is that time of year.
Yeah, we are in it now. We're recording this before Christmas, and it'll come out after Christmas, so it's just, all the things happening all at once. But I'm done with school, thank goodness, or at least for the semester. It is it's nice to be on a break, like a real break.
I am so happy for you, because you have been put through the ringer this year, and now you can sit back, relax, and go right into content creation.
Basically, yeah. I'm trying to produce like a few videos and a few tutorials and of course the podcast, and I'm keeping up with my Glam Nails challenge on Instagram. Yeah, no, I'm still working. I'm just doing the work I want to do.
Yeah, and that is a big difference. Danny and I are both, we both are pretty determined. Maybe it's a New Year's resolution, but I don't like making New Year's resolutions because I don't keep them. But we are pretty determined to kind of make our presences known on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that I've kind of gotten to the point personally on Twitch where I kind of need a little bit of a momentum boost. I feel like my streams are super fun. I'm enjoying them. The audience is enjoying them. We're having a great time, that I just want to go harder.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't think that going harder on Twitch is going to actually get me the results that I want. So we are going to YouTube, baby.
Yep. We'll still be streaming on Twitch. But definitely we're going to pour a little more effort into the YouTube creation. I kind of fell off the bandwagon of making the short videos for like TikTok and Instagram. I'd like to get back into those because those always do pretty good. My little ADDs love that short form content. Same do I.
Yeah.
Give me a tutorial in 5 seconds. Go.
See, I don't go on TikTok partially because I'm like, well, first off, I'm not enjoying this now. Secondly, once I start enjoying it, my attention span, it's just going to become non-existent.
Yeah, it's going to dwindle. It's going to dwindle so fast.
Yeah, so I'm just like, you know what? I watch the curated TikToks.
Yes.
The curated shorts. Speaking of, Danny follows a creator, and I do now as well, called Canadian Nail Fanatic. And we got to tell you this story. Because
beautiful story.
Yeah. I was talking to Jill from Glisten and Glow, and I don't remember if this was in a stream or if this was just one-on-one or in one of her streams. Because she does do lives pretty regularly. I try to be there whenever I see that she's on. And she said that somebody from Canada had bought a bunch of products and wrote in the note, please send soup because I've bought so many nail products, like I can't afford groceries, basically. And Jill and her partner Darren actually eat a lot of Lipton's like instant little like chicken noodle packets. And then Danny saw this amazing.
I did. I just opened my Instagram. It was last night actually, and I didn't. We never heard the name of the person from Canada who was ordering it, obviously. But I opened my Instagram and there was someone had posted a reel of them opening this giant Glisten and Glow package, and there were boxes, multiple, of Lipton soup, and I was like, oh, it's you!
You're the one!
It's the soup person.
It's the soup person. Yeah, Danny messaged me like late last night.
It was like 2 a.m. my time. I was like, look.
Yeah. Jill had said she had like sent some, and I was like, that is the funniest thing.
So funny. I love that we caught it on camera.
Yeah, Danny goes, it's the soup person, and I'm sitting here going like, I'm in bed. I'm like, the soup person? And like, I open it up, and I'm like, the soup person! Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited.
What a delight. So you never know what you shall receive if you ask. Now don't everybody go asking for Jill to give them soup. However, that would be hilarious. That would be so funny if that just started to be like, well, you get an order at Glisten and Glow, you get the soup for free. Actually, Jill, I think that'd be a hilarious promotion.
Just one pack. Just one pack.
Because next time you have a sale, next time you're doing like a free gift with purchase, be like, also...
the gift is soup.
The gift is going to be soup. So yeah, congratulations, Canadian Nail Fanatic. I wish that's the name, right? Canadian Nail Fanatic?
I will double check. I'm pretty darn sure.
Yeah, she's part of the Fanatic family. We're meant to be.
Canadian Nail Polish Fan.
Well, I just was projecting myself upon them. Canadian Nail Polish Fan. So check out at Canadian Nail Polish Fan on Instagram. Yes. I'm so happy for you and your soup. I hope you live a long but not too long happy life together. I know. I'm tempted. Soup wise, not you.
I'm tempted to take a screenshot of our conversation and just post it because it's amazing. The soup person.
But yeah, in other news, we got our polish pickup.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, finally. It took mine because I got that magnet holder, which
same.
I unfortunately gotta say, have you tried the magnet holder, Danny?
Yeah, I did, and it didn't work. I don't know. I'm assuming that I need to finagle with it a little bit more, but so far as like just set it up and like stick your finger under it with a magnetic polish, nothing happened.
No.
So I'm not really sure where to go from here on that.
Stuff happened with mine. Like it worked, but not to the extent that I would have hoped. I did a whole magnetic night because I got that zigzag magnet and I also got the magnet holder. Mm-hmm. So I tried doing the thing where you put the magnet under the mat, and I think that would have worked better, except for the zigzag magnet is actually like smaller than a normal magnet.
It's quite little.
It's quite little, like the area around it and stuff. So like it didn't really do the job on the mat like I would have liked it to. And then the magnet holder, in addition to like me just knocking my nail into it a million times. It unfortunately was not the business.
So the thing that held up our order ended up not being our favorite things. They weren't very expensive, so I'm not like mad about it, but I'm sad. I was really hoping that would kind of make magnetics a little easier to do, and maybe I would do them more.
Yeah, I do have to say that because of this, I've had a lot of time to think about what I want from life in regards to magnetics. But I got a big set of like random magnets in this D-stash that I got, including one. So I have the KB Shimmer ring magnet. That one annoyed me because the polarity in it is like opposite to what one would want from a ring magnet.
Oh, it pushes it away?
If you put your finger inside, it pushes it away. Weird. It doesn't drag it towards it. But I got another ring magnet from this D-stash, which, so if you get the KB Shimmer one, it's like a flat disc, not like a ring you wear. But this magnet that I'm holding to show Danny right now is thick, like a ring that you wear. And so the polarity of it, I don't know if the polarity or the cut has anything to do with polarity, but for this one, the polarity is actually in the right place.
Oh, nice.
So I am absolutely going to try doing magnetics with this ring, because my biggest problem, and I'm assuming Danny's problem too, because we have very similar nails, is like magnets don't like to go all the way to the edge.
Yes. Yeah, I was about to explain, like, for anyone who's never messed with magnets, a lot of times they give you a flat, like, stick magnet for magnetic polishes, which, if you picture hovering above your nail, works great for, like, the center or the peak of your nail. But as it goes to the edge, it doesn't pull as strongly, and so you end up getting this, like, flare look, which is not the business. We want nice, crisp cat eye lines. So yeah, I'm excited. Let me know how that works for you, because I bet you I can find them online pretty easily.
I bet you can. So I will try it, and then if it does work well, then maybe we'll link up. Once one of us has 500 followers, well, you have it on Instagram. You could get a Amazon affiliate probably.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Get an affiliate link and get some of that cash back. I've been trying so hard because I think definitely like Jill from Glisten and Glow knows, but like I think a lot of brands that I have talked to or reached out to are kind of like, you don't have a big enough audience. And I'm like, I don't have a big audience, but you don't understand.
My audience will buy.
My audience will buy.
I haven't been pursuing the affiliate code route, and I think maybe I should start looking into that. Like you suggested, I get on Orly's PR list, and I was kind of wishy-washy about it because I was like, but what if I just don't want to do something or whatever? But like, who cares? It's PR list. I don't know. I have to look into all that kind of stuff and see. But yeah, if we could find our preferred, magnets and things like that. I also have seen people try like regular old fridge magnets under their nail art mat, and then they got like funky designs from a decal. So I'm gonna go raid my fridge later and like find all the magnets I own and see how that works.
See what they do. Yeah.
Well, yeah, some of them like made these weird zigzags and stuff. The only problem with it is a lot of them were kind of like big designs, because they're like those big magnets you get from like tourist stops and stuff. But I still feel like you could cut them in such a way to get a pretty good thing on your nail. But yeah, it was interesting seeing the different, it just depends on like what the magnet is inside, like how it's polarized. I don't know the science behind it.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting. I'd be very interested in that. I don't think I'm ever gonna do, I'm not gonna say never, there's gonna be so many streams in my life, but like I'm not looking forward to doing another magnetizing stream, because it just is like so much work.
It's a lot of sitting around holding still and waiting
for A, so little payoff in most ways, and B, I'm just like, I didn't do anything fulfilling today. I didn't like make art today. I didn't like put out a vision today. I didn't, I just sat here and was like, we had a great time that day. That was a great.
Yeah. The stream was good. The nail art is where it's like, but what came of the stream? And if it's not something you're happy with, yeah, I understand. I've definitely had those streams where I'm like looking at my nails afterwards. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, what did I do all day?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got our magnets.
Yeah, we got some really pretty polishes too that I'll feature at some point in some nail art. But yeah, I'm already looking forward to our next view, which is going to be January 2nd? Like,
yeah, Greek mythology.
Which, oh man, I'm excited about that. We're going to start off the year strong. 2023 is going to be the year for me.
Yeah, I agree. I am really, really hoping for some next level stamping plates.
Yes.
I suspect I will be disappointed disappointed. But that's what I want. That's what I'm hoping for, is some next level stamping plates. What a cool theme. That's going to be sick.
It's going to be sick.
It's going to be sick. When this comes out, it will be the next Monday. It'll be Monday the 2nd. Is the day that we'll be doing Polish Pickup Bingo. And then we'll see. Next year, we might change the day we do Polish Pickup Bingo. But yeah, so looking forward to the next Polish Pickup. It's going to be absolutely wild and wonderful. And we hope to see you at Bingo, because you can win a subscription to my channel or Danny's channel.
We do have a surprise gift for this next Polish Pickup as well. To start off the new year right, we do have a physical prize you can win.
Yes, I forgot. There is a physical prize this time, and it's very exciting. And yeah, I'm so excited about it. So yeah, absolutely be there or be square. Anyway, we have had such a wonderful time with our community recently. So there was a Polish Posse group stream. I was not able to make it to that one, but Danny did. Danny, tell us about your corn.
Oh my goodness. I don't know where it came from, but it got into our collective minds that we needed to do corn-themed nails. So we did. And it was fantastic. Lilu hosted. We'll leave her link down in the description. And a whole bunch of people were there. It was Southpaw, Punch Buggy, Unique Nails by Bree. Nikki made it. Oh, it was fabulous. And we all did different styles of corn nails. And I have posted mine now to Instagram and Reddit is absolutely loving it.
Yes!
Reddit is going wild for the corn nails. They came out so cute. And we just kept singing the whole time. We were like, it's corn.
Corn.
Big lump of knobs. I played backup singer for Bree most of the time. It was awesome.
Yeah, I definitely saw yours. I saw Bree's. I saw Nikki's. Nikki did popcorn. I just thought it was the cutest little thing. Yes. I can look at yours right now. Let me look at yours, because I think I remember there were some cobs involved.
Yes, I did hollow taco cobs. 2 of my fingers were like zoomed in on the cob, and the other 2 were like just raining corn from the sky. It was mostly hollow taco polishes, and I love it. I just absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I do have to say that, like, and this is going to sound bad, but it's you, so I'm not too worried that you're going to take this in a bad way. But, like, the stamping polish with that, is that Amber Apathy Hollow Taco, or is that Yellow Freezy? I don't know what that color is called. Lemon Sucker?
Lemon Sucker.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks kind of nasty. In like a country way.
Yeah, it's a greasy corn. It is corn that has been buttered and like no, your fingers are already greasy looking at that corn.
I love it.
It's so good.
I actually recently reread no, I didn't reread it. I read it. I actually recently read the short story Children of the Corn by Stephen King, because I heard that it's very different from the movie adaptation, and it is. So I know everyone's thinking of Corn Kid, when they think of corn right now, but I'm thinking of Corn Children.
Very different.
I wish I could have made it. Bree did some beautiful multicolored corn.
Yes, the jewel corn. Oh, gorgeous. Punch Buggy also did jewel corn, but went like the multi-chrome route, and they look awesome.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I'm trying to remember everyone's corn. It was so good. And yeah, like you said, Nikki did the popcorn. It was such a good night.
Yeah, it looked really fun. I wish I could have been there. But I did a different thing this last week on Friday. So me and Danny and the Fanatic Here specific community have been watching Twilight on various Fridays whenever we have something to celebrate. We started off because I had never seen Twilight before, and I will admit that this is a Nikki inspired adventure. Like, it's no secret now that like I'm just a big Nikki fan, and we have really similar taste in movies, and it's just amazing to have a friend that you're like, I like this movie, and they're like, I watched it and I also liked it, and I'm like, yes, thank you for watching my 50-year-old weird 70s cult movie. and enjoying it. So yeah, but she loves Twilight, loves the Vampire Diaries. I must get on her level. And with the Twilight Renaissance happening right now, I am so into the memes. I'm having such a good time with them. I no longer have a hatred towards Twilight, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch them. And oh boy, like now we watched the first one a while ago, and that movie, that movie's a laugh a minute.
Yeah.
Like in ways they intended. Yeah, comedy gold. In ways they intended and ways they didn't intend. And I loved that one. But we watched New Moon, which I gotta say,
ooh, it was rough.
That was rough. Yeah, that was rough, but we did have a lot of friends there. You know, we had Danny, we had Nikki, we had Doomed Redshirt, we had our new friend Violet, and even one of my IRL friends showed up to join in on the fun. And yeah, it was great. We turn off voice, we chat, we watch the movie. We'll probably have the next one coming up within the next month, and I know we're gonna have a Valentine's Day party.
Definitely.
And then eventually when we do get to Breaking Dawn, I don't know if it's part 1 or part 2 that we have to do this for.
No
but
idea.
We are yeah, no idea. But there will be a wedding party, okay?
Yes.
We are going to celebrate.
We are doing wedding nails. We're gonna do Bella's bridesmaid nails for sure.
Yes.
Yes. No, yeah, it's gonna be a whole event.
It's gotta be a whole event. It's gonna be the event of the season. So
yes.
If you like Twilight, if you like Friends, if you like fun, feel free to come join Fanatic Year's Funhouse, and just keep your eye on the announcement thing. And of course, if you come to our streams, you'll definitely know these events are coming up. But
definitely,
it was so much fun. It was so much fun. At the end of it, we had some puppy time with Quality Nails, Stacy's puppy, because it's a full-grown dog, but
always a puppy,
a very small full-grown dog who's also a puppy. Because Quality Nails is here, and she actually gave me my Christmas present, and it is my first clear jelly stamper stuff.
Yay! I love clear jelly stamper.
I've never used clear jelly stamper, but she got me a starter kit that has this snake theme in it, which she's like, it was kind of weird and different, so I thought it really suited you. And I was like,
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there will be snake on a plane nails. Also, I've got a lot of really nice things. Like, I just have a stamp that says snake in the grass. I have one that says snake. I really need to do a stream where I just take all the weirdest things from my plates, because I've got so many just weird sayings on my plates that make no sense. So that's got to happen someday. But yeah, Twilight was a blast. I looked away from the screen for a half second in New Moon.
Oh, that was so funny. Okay, so there was a scene, and it all happens. So this movie, it feels like you are driving with a new driver, like just turned 16, getting their permit or whatever, because it's go, stop. Mm-hmm. Stare at each other longingly. Go, stop. And it's like, we keep slamming on the brakes and then like slamming on the gas. And at one point, I think you sneezed or something, and the movie slammed on the gas, and they were on a plane to Italy. Spoiler warning. And
How many spoilers in this movie matter?
And Bella and whatever her name is are
Alice.
driving very dangerously through the streets of Italy, and no one seems to care. And you're like, where are they? Like, where?
Yeah,
are we in Italy? When did this happen?
Stacy enjoys Twilight, has read the books and stuff, and I was like, where are they? And Stacy couldn't even answer me, and I was just like, so finally I had to ask the chat. I was like, where are they?
They're in Italy.
I'm like,
because
how?
Reasons.
How are they in Italy? They took a plane, and I'm like, they took a plane?
Yep. They
went to an airport with their passports.
I know. Yeah, that's the thing. Bella, where'd you get the money? How did you
Bella doesn't seem like the person to have a passport handy.
No, she really doesn't.
She just doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
How did you get there? When you just got that urge to hop on over to Italy and
yeah. Like those Instagram people are like, are you having a stress day? Just travel the world. You'll feel so much better. That's Bella. Thanks, Bella.
Yeah, thanks, Bella, for giving us unrealistic expectations our lives.
Yeah, it was
I'm
a
sure
great
she
time.
used it. The colon money for that. I assume the
Probably.
colon center. And maybe the colons just have like a big old like, you know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it goes into this in the books at all. It might. I don't know. But like, it would not surprise me if, like, in the basement of that colon house, there was something that was just, like, we just have, like, an ID printing falsifying scenario, because they do kind of need that.
Right? It makes sense.
Okay, so maybe they falsified a passport. At least that answers some questions.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
There's so many questions. I think that was the funniest moment of the night, but I think the best joke of the night has to go to Doomed Redshirt, where there's the scene where the werewolves keep chasing off this evil vampire, and they say, we chased her all the way to the Canadian border last night. And Doomed Redshirt, who's Canadian, was like, thank you for respecting international borders as a werewolf.
The werewolves don't respect everything, but they do respect international
borders.
Respect
that boundary, that U.S.-Canadian border.
There was so much man boob in this. There was so much man boob. Oh my goodness. We had a counter and we lost count.
Yeah, we lost count. Because they're all supposed to be, I know the actors aren't young, but they're like supposed to be playing young people. And I was just like, we kept reposting that gif of Jacob, put a shirt on. No.
Yeah, I think Danny took quite a bit of psychic damage that night.
I was like, disgusting. Oh my god.
Oh, anyway, we are going to be starting a Twilight podcast.
As someone who's never seen all of the movies or read any of the books, I've got great commentary.
Yeah, there's this quote from somebody that is just about like hating things that you know nothing about.
Yeah.
Which is like, I hate peas and I'm glad I hate peas, because if I liked them, I'd eat them, and I hate them. And I literally, when Twilight was first getting popular, I literally posted on my Facebook, I don't like Twilight, and I'm glad I don't like Twilight, because if I like Twilight, I'd watch it, and I hate it. And I can't say that anymore. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's so funny.
It's so funny. So anyway, that's what we did. We've also been doing some great manis, and have some great manis coming up. Danny, what manis have you been doing? Neither of us have been very good about posting to Instagram recently.
I've been okay, but yeah, I could be better. So far as Christmas manis go, I've done a few little looks. I'm doing the Glam Nails Challenge, as I like to do every month. And I think probably everybody's favorite so far, besides the corn, of course, is my little Santa Claus. I did a little Santa and Mrs. Claus. It was actually like Dotacure / a tiny bit of freehand, and they came out pretty cute. Otherwise, I did some little gingerbread people that were adorable, but my holly nails, I think, are my personal favorite. I did some stamping with some holly, but on my accent nail, I used that Glimmer by Erica polish that I'm obsessed with. Her glitters are just so good, and it really stole the show. It's this bright, like, red and green glitter, and it just looks fabulous. But yeah, I've got a few more Christmas looks to do. In fact, I'm streaming today another Christmas look. We're gonna do Christmas decoration themed, so I think I'm gonna do some lights. I've been kind of keeping it simple with my stamping, but I've been enjoying that.
Yeah, I love my favorite one. I don't think that you're gonna be that surprised. I do love the Santa and Mrs. Claus. They were just so cute, and I think that style that you did on them is very reminiscent of a lot of rustic Christmas decorations.
Yeah, I was picturing like the old little wooden decorations and stuff.
Perfect for the season, because, you know, it's simple, but it's so nostalgic. I just look at it and I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, my mom has ornaments like that. Like, everyone's seen stuff like that. I really like, and like, maybe this is a weird thing to say. I don't know if you intended this or not, but I love, and I'm not being sarcastic, I love that, like, Mrs. Claus' little eyelashes go over her pom-pom.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an accident, but then I thought about it and I was like, well, she's just an anime girl now. Because you know how their eyes always on the...
It doesn't matter how physics work with them.
Exactly. So that's, yes.
We all want to be anime girls, and I think that giving that to Mrs. Claus is the greatest gift.
She deserved it.
She deserved it. But it's about the rusticness of it for me, honestly. It's like, it just really makes me think of just very rustic Christmas ornaments handed down. I love it. It's just so cute. But the one that I love also is, I just love this candy cane one.
Yeah, I just posted those today.
Yeah, what did you use for this one?
It's, again, I just kept it simple and it worked beautifully. So this one is another mostly hollow taco. I did Not Milky White and Favorite Sister as the bases, which, man, Favorite Sister, we've talked about it before, but if you haven't seen these frosted metals in person, especially this bright red, you need to see it in person. I know, you need it. You need to get it.
Why did I not get this? Why did I get Double Dare?
I'm so sorry.
Double Dare sucks, and I accidentally got 2 of them!
Favorite Sister is where it's at. It's so good. But yeah, I did that with some white, candy cane stripes on top. And then on the white nails, I put the new red flaky taco, which I didn't see that coming. When they did the 12 days of hollow, sales special on hollowtaco.com, I didn't know we were getting new flakies. Apparently everybody else did, but I'm not on the Discord or in the community or anything, so I get surprised a lot. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was happening. But yeah, they released a silver and a red flaky top coat, and it is gorgeous, and it looks just like peppermint bark over the white. I love it. And I'm really hoping they release some more of these flaky top coats. I'd love to get a black and a white.
Yeah, same. It looks gorgeous. I've been doing a no buy month. I did just now go a little out of line because I bought myself some polishes at TJ Maxx. I was there looking for stuff for my family, and there were some colors I've been looking for that were there, and I got them. But yeah, other than that, I've been so good, and I was not expecting Hollow Taco to be the one to tempt me.
Yeah.
But then they came out doing exactly what they do best, doing exactly what I have said they do best, which is simple, component nail polishes. A flaky, metallic flaky, gorgeous, simple, your manicure, gorgeous, simple, well executed, mwah.
Versatile. And that's my favorite thing about Hollow Taco is you're right. These top coats, I have a whole row on my shelves that are just the toppers because you can just use them all the time in so many different ways, and they don't all look the same. As much as I love a good flaky bomb polish and stuff, it always looks like that. And you have to account for that in your manicure, whereas with a topper you can use it in the background, you can use it as an actual topper, you can use it just a little bit around the edges. Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah, I love that. I love this Manny. So that and the Santas are my favorite of your thing. I've been doing some Christmas and holiday inspired nails. I haven't really gotten too in the spirit yet. That will change this week, but I do gotta say that on Friday, I served
you
mediocre Manny.
Hillary.
I pwned Hillary. Hillary came at my almost kind of religion. I am Jewish, but I'm very bad at being Jewish. Side of my family that's Jewish. I don't really talk to that much. So but anyway, she did do Hanukkah nails. And I will say 3 out of the 5 that she did, they range from good to it's pretty good. And then there was the Hanukkah gelt that she did, the chocolate coins, which were okay. I actually didn't redo those because I wasn't very interested. And then she came at the only thing that I truly keep holy about that holiday, which is my latkes, my potato pancakes. she made, and I want to tell you all, you know I love Hillary, and you know I talked to her about this before I did this, so I'm going to say this with literally every ounce of love in my heart. Like, she done them dirty. Those were bad. Those are bad latkes. They looked like tribbles. They looked like other things that I won't say on the podcast.
They look like hash browns at kind of a shady diner. Love you, Hillary. Love you, love you, love you.
Yeah, they weren't. And I was like, I have to reclaim. And so I messaged her and I was just like, Hillary, is it okay if I pwn you on my stream? And she was like, please.
She does have a disclaimer. She's like, I am called mediocre Manny's. Don't at me. Like,
yeah. She says, keep the bar low. Keep the bar low. And we love her videos. They're so funny.
Man, you guys got to watch Hillary. She's doing Vlogmas.
And she recorded them all. She's sitting back and just raking in what she's sown. And I'm
amazing.
Like, I
want to be there.
Level. Yeah.
I want to get on that level.
Yeah, yes, I will. We will become you, Hillary. Watch out. We are single white femaling you.
But we need to talk about your Hanukkah nails, because your candle, absolute perfection. Like, your freehand work has gotten so incredible. It's always been incredible, but like, you are getting tiny there. Like, that little bit of wax you got dripping down your candle, it's on your fingernail, people. Like, do you understand how small this is and detailed? It's amazing. But I'm gonna say, you ponder with the latkes, because you put down a tablecloth, you put down a decorative like napkin and plate, and then you put applesauce. Now, I will say, I did think your applesauce looked like a fried egg at first.
You're right.
You got there eventually, but at first I was like, that's a fried egg.
Yeah,
we're having breakfast.
You weren't wrong there. You weren't wrong.
But it was so good.
Yeah, I was like, I knew exactly what I wanted to do going into it for the latkes. I was like, no, I want this to be like what I was trying to recreate, which I've seen many times because I am I'm educated in other ways, but not in really being Jewish. I am a self-taught millennial latke maker. So I have seen the little picture of what the latke is supposed to look like on many web pages. And I have been to many a Hanukkah at my family's house and at other people's houses. And we always would have like very kind of like garish Star of David kind of like tablecloth moments.
Yes.
And that's very similar in all the pictures that I see that are like, yes, there's a little arrangement of latkes and there's a little bit of sour cream. I didn't do sour cream because it was a white plate. And I was just like, that's just not going to read. Yeah. And I need the plate to be white to read as a plate. So like I didn't do sour cream, but I did applesauce. I also know that Hillary prefers applesauce on her latkes.
Applesauce is the best.
Applesauce is good, but honestly, I'm a little more of a sour cream girl.
They're both delicious. I'm not picky. If you hand me some potato pancakes, I'm a happy person.
Yeah. Sometimes you're eating meat at the holiday, so you can't have sour cream. Anyway, so yeah, I did pwn Hillary. I did, my latkes that I wanted to make look kind of like a little magazine latke. Basically, what I did is to make the shapes of the latkes, I just kind of used a dry brush. I just like wiped off most of the paint off of the bottle brushes of these polishes that I used, and I just kind of dabbed them in latke shapes because I didn't want to get the shredded potato look because we're not close enough really to be seeing that. Even when you're just across the room from unless you're like staring at the latke, you're not really seeing the strips of potato in there. Mm-hmm. You're seeing like where the oil cooked them. And so I wanted the fried crispness of them. The one thing that I would say is issue with it is that it kind of does look a little bit like a big thing of hash browns versus particular latkes, but I'm still very proud. My Dotacure, jury's out as to who actually did that one better. There's arguments to be made.
I think they're both great because Dotacures to me, I'm like it should be simple, but they are not. So I appreciate any Dotacure.
Absolutely. I did the Gimel symbol, which I think I did do better than Hillary. We both were a little bit off center. I was more off center and mine was bigger and therefore more noticeable. So that is annoying to me. But I do think the gimbal turned out really well. And then I decided to do her polar bear because that polar bear was sad.
Yeah, it needed some love.
It needed some love, and I didn't really like the coin. So I did the polar bear. And then also Stacy, aka Quality Nails, was over here, and she also did, but she also did a polar bear, but she wanted to make Hillary's polar bear. So you can go to her Instagram and see her version of Hillary's polar bear. She actually asked me to do it, and I was like, why? It's Hillary's polar bear. Like, the point is, it shouldn't be perfect. But yeah, I was like, you did your take on Hillary's polar bear, and I did my take on Hillary's polar bear, which is cute. Looking good.
The original goal.
Yeah, the original goal. But anyway, y'all know I love Mediocre Manny's. Yes. Mediocre Manny's, Hillary is so fun and enjoys a gentle ribbing. So I think this was fun for everybody. So that was great. Yeah, I have been doing a lot of stuff that hasn't really been Christmas themed. But I am really, really insanely looking forward to tonight's stream, and I'm so excited. Like, I've already announced the general idea in my Discord about what's happening, because you gotta build hype at least on the day of for the stream. But I am doing Donner Party nails.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And I got the idea from Nikki. Nikki also did Donner Party nails because she does that every year. Because
what a beautiful tradition.
I do horror Christmas every year. I'm telling you. Me and Nikki, okay, like, yep. I'm crossing my fingers right now. Like we are on the wavelength together.
Yes.
But yeah, what a beautiful tradition. And yeah, I will say I am aware that the Donner Party was a terrible tragedy. I know a lot about it, and maybe some people will not be happy that I am doing funny nail art for it. And to those people, I'll say, I understand. I get you. I'm still doing it, but I get you. Anyway, so I am doing Donner Party nail art. Nikki really loves the Puppet History Donner Party episode, so she always does nail art kind of like inspired by that. But me this time, I was inspired by the Oregon Trail, because I do believe they were on the Oregon Trail, or at least part of the Oregon Trail, for most of their journey. And so it's not going to be Christmas colors. It's not going to be snow. It's going to be black with some pixelated green lines. You have died of cannibalism.
Yes.
And so I cannot wait to have this take on the Donner Party. And it just came to mind. I do have a stamp from TSS Collab, if I can make it work. I have a stamp of the covered wagon and the ox from the OG Oregon Trail.
Yes.
And a stamp that says you have died of dysentery. I desperately wish that I had a stamp that just said cannibalism.
You'll have to make it work.
We're gonna have to just make it work. We always do. Today
Not gonna lie, I am tempted to buy a Nintendo Switch only because they are re-releasing Oregon Trail for the Switch. I want to play Oregon Trail again.
Me too. Yeah. Honestly, that seems like a pretty decent console to buy.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, there's a lot of good games.
Yeah, we tried to buy it for Black Friday, but it just
got sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Anyway, that was quite a journey we just had. Really glad we made it out of there alive. But I think it's time for us to oil our cutes.
Yes, I'm so dry.
When we come back, we are going to be answering some questions from, again, one of our greatest supporters here at Two Lacquered Ladies. We are going to be answering some questions from Southpaw Nubs. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, it's Stephanie, and I'm here to tell you that Monday, January 2nd at 5 p.m. PST, I'll be hosting Polish Pickup Bingo on my stream with, of course, my fabulous co-host Danny Shout. This month, in addition to our usual prizes, one lucky winner will be winning a set of Fanaticure stickers provided, oddly enough, by Danny Shout. So be sure to join us on Monday, January 2nd at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for a wild and sticky night. Stay sticky. Okay, we are back. Our cutes are oiled, moisturized, in their lane thriving, and we are ready to hop into this question from Southpaw Nubs. So Southpaw Nubs wanted to know, what is a skill set that Danny and I have been wanting to get into, perfect, learn more about, that we haven't gotten around to yet. So we're going to talk about that. So Danny, do you want to start with this one?
Yeah, I mean, mine is definitely freehanding, because you make amazing art freehand. Like we talked about the candle earlier, and it's so cool because here's the facts, people. There's not a stamping plate for everything, unfortunately. There almost is, but you have to buy them with money. Whereas if I could just learn how to draw,
that's how they get you.
That's how they get you. If I could just figure out how to draw on my nails in such a way that makes me happy. And that's really the issue, right? Because you're your own biggest critic. Mm-hmm. And I just, every time I draw anything, I'm like, this is trash. This is horrible or whatever. But you know, those Santa Clauses came out okay. You know, like if I just would practice, maybe I would actually get decent at it. But yeah, my biggest thing is freehanding. What about you?
Yeah, well, on the topic of freehanding really quick, like, yeah, that is the thing with anything, is that if you don't practice, you will never be able to do it.
Right.
That's just a fact of life.
That's how they get you.
That is how they get you. They make you pay for the stamping plates, and or they make you practice. And some people, Danny, also have to practice the stamping.
Yes. I'm so sorry for those people. I'm just kidding. We had to practice in the beginning too.
Yeah. It's true. You do. You have to, and you have to learn what products work for you, and how to make it work for you, because it's not going to be the same like we talked about last time.
Yeah.
And that does go the same with hand painting. I've experimented with a lot of different mediums to get where I am, and I continue. When I was doing my nail art, my Hanukkah nail art, I was struggling. I had to redo a nail. You remember, you were there.
Yeah, it's all good. I think you're really interesting though, because a lot of people who do freehand art on their nail, they use acrylic paints because they're like a little easier to control and they don't dry as fast and yada yada yada. And you said no, this is nail art. We're using nail polish, and I love that.
Controlling acrylic paint, and I do think that you should try it because so many people have such great luck with it. But controlling acrylic paint is so different from controlling nail polish. And I didn't mention before the break, but I redid a peppermint swirl mani by Nailing Painting on Instagram, who's an incredible nail artist.
Oh yeah, hers came out absolutely crisp. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. And she used acrylic paint, and she actually, I posted that I was doing it. She incredibly graciously came to the stream. We had a wonderful time. I had my settings so it was follower only chat, and after I realized that she had been in the chat and not able to chat for a long time, like she had followed, but then it gives you a window before you can actually chat after you follow. And I was just like, oh, the shame. But we had a good time after we realized that. And I was trying so hard with my acrylic paints because I just wanted to be like Nailing Painting, and I just wasn't. And then finally I was like, I gotta get out the polish. So I do want to get a little better at acrylic paint, but I think I'm gonna more work on using it as like the black outline of things, because I have had success doing that. But yeah, I don't like the acrylic paints. It's not nail polish.
Yeah.
It dries too fast though. I don't like that.
No, there's no winning.
There's no winning. Yeah. So my big thing that I really want to learn in regards to nail polish, everything that I'm going to say actually kind of gets into the same category of like things that I want to do that I could do with gels. But I don't want to do gels because I hate gels. And if Really Star were here, our dear friend Really Star, she would be like, oh, you soft gels and do this. And she would be right. But they are expensive and I don't want to.
Yep.
So the big thing, though, that I want to do is I want to learn how to use powders. You can use powders with regular nail polish. They're better for gels because they require a not lacquer-based top coat. Something about nail lacquer does not sit well with the powders. So you can either use a smudge-free top coat, which like smudge-free top coat, I always have just like the hardest time with smudge-free top coat. If I don't have to use it, I don't. I usually do have to use it. And so I just go, well, I guess this is what I'm doing now. But I really want to learn how to use like chrome powders, mermaid powders. I really want to try doing the jelly donut nails.
Oh, yeah.
That are popular.
The glazed donut.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the glazed donut. I could do jelly donuts. That'd be different.
Good looking.
Yeah. And what people do is they take acrylic. So the classic one that was popularized, at least on Instagram, was OPI's Funny Bunny. And OPI does gel as well as lacquer. And Funny Bunny is a milky white. I'm sorry, Christine. You're just going to have to die mad. It's a milky white. And then they take a kind of mermaid opalescent powder and they buff it on top, and it just makes this really incredible sheen. And you can get a similar look with a very fine shimmer over acrylic, but not exactly the same. So I would really like to try that. And last time I did it, I did just like a silver hollow powder over a black base because that was the right choice for that scenario, but it was not good. It looked really nasty. It just looked like from far away, you might be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Then you get close and you're like, ugh, what's going on here? Why?
That's kind of been my experience with powders too. Like I learned a trick where you rub the powder on your stamper first and then stamp it onto a sticky base coat or whatever onto your nail. It worked okay, but like it just never looks quite right for some reason, or there's like some patchiness, or it's just way too thin. But yeah, if we could get powders to work, it'd be over for everybody.
Yes, it would be over for everybody, especially because I think powders mixed with stamping is just one of the coolest things you can do.
You get some really cool looks.
Chrome, or like there's so few holographic stamping polishes that look good. It's so funny because Quality Nails Stacy was asking me like, what's a good holographic stamping polish? And I'm like, you're not gonna like the answer to this. Like, let me know if you find one.
Yeah, right. You let me know.
Yeah. I have one holographic gold. It's like a scattered glitter hollow stamping.
Is it from Maniology? Because I think I have the same one. And yeah, it doesn't translate.
It's the worst of every world.
Yeah.
First off, I'm gonna be honest here, it doesn't look good.
It's like a brassy gold color.
With like the glitters are just a bit too big. They're just so you can like see the hex glitter, and it's not just like a hollow sparkle. It's like, oh look, a glitter.
A glitter. Yeah.
A glitter. And it's in like a metallic base. So I think we all know where that's heading. We're headed into pineapples territory here. The pineapples have peelings too by OPI, the world's ugliest polish, chef's kiss. However, I need this to stamp, and it looks bad. You don't get the hollow in it. I swatched it the other day. I did stamp swatch all my bottles where you like swatch a stamp on the top.
Yeah.
And I did that the other day. I didn't get a single glitter.
Yeah.
I didn't get a single one. And the image was a complete mess.
Yeah, because the glitters that do make their way in mess up the image and then don't get picked up. Yeah, no, if you find one, let us know.
Yeah, Nikki says that there is a hollow from Hit the Bottle.
Okay.
That she really, really likes. So check out Hit the Bottle. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of these independent stamping or just like lesser known stamping brands. Twinkle Tea has some great colors. I was having such a hard time finding a gray, but Twinkle Tea has 2 gray stamping polishes, a light one and a dark one. And I will be buying those pretty soon. And then Hit the Bottle has some really amazing opaque polishes. So yeah, seriously check those out. But yeah, I was telling Stacey, like, you're going to either have to do negative space or you're going to have to do a powder, which I salute you. Good luck. Godspeed. couldn't be me. But yeah, so and then we opened up the world of negative space, and that's a whole different story.
My gel look, so you have your glazed donut nails that you would love to do. I would love to do the Aurora nails, which again, you can kind of do with regular polish, but it's just not going to be the same as with gels, and I think if I understand it right, it is like a little foil piece that you put on your nail. So it's like a shimmery foil, and then you encapsulate it with gel. So it really does look like a little gemstone. Oh, they're so gorgeous. And encapsulation in general would be amazing to go down that road, because y'all know I like putting weird stuff on my nails. And if I could encapsulate it in gel, like if you've ever seen resin art where they bury something in resin and then it's like sealed in, it's the same thing but on your nails. Oh boy, we'd be doing lizard nails every other week.
Oh my gosh.
But it'd be smooth lizard nails.
Can make a encapsulated smooth lizard set of press-ons.
Yeah, right? I might.
That's pretty much the only time I ever mess with gel is when I'm doing press-ons. Mm-hmm. However, I bought builder gel for my mom for Christmas because she has the darndest time keeping her nails from breaking. Yeah. And especially one of her nails. I think that she's not doing the stuff I'm telling her to do, unfortunately. So I think the only way to get this on the road is to just go down the builder gel route. So I'm gonna be working on that, and I'm very curious how that's gonna go.
Yeah, you gotta definitely keep us updated, because I love those really smooth videos of like the poly gel where they just squeeze out a little dab and then they press down and it just squishes out into the perfect nail. I'm like, how you do that? It's actually a lot of filing. That's the part they don't really show you, is like the immense amount of filing that has to be done. But yeah, that'd be cool to see how that works out for you guys.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to be doing any shapes on her. I'm just going to be reinforcing the natural nail. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think I'm really I'm watching videos, because the last time I hopped into gel, I just like hopped in there just like I was an idiot. Last time I did gels, which is so unlike me, because I'm usually the smartest person in the world now. It's so unlike me, because usually I watch like a million videos before I do anything. But I was just like, gels are fine. I'm going to put on the thickest layer you've ever seen.
Let me just jump right in here. Yeah,
I'm just gonna jump right in. And no, that was not the choice. So I'm really curious. Those Aurora nails though, oh my goodness, if you haven't seen them,
go look them up, man. They are absolutely gorgeous. So delicate, so pretty, so sparkly.
They do tend to be a bit thick, like when you look at them.
Yes,
they are a bit like a mini polish mountain on your nails, but in a way that is worth it.
Yes. So I guess the ultimate skill set, I don't think I'll ever mess around with acrylics, but if I were to go in on acrylics, I would be following Long Hair Pretty Nails. Go check her out. She's amazing. Lately, she's been doing these wing nails. So on her pinky and pointer finger, she is building giant wings so she did angel wings most recently. She's done butterfly wings and bat wings for Halloween, and they're ginormous and amazing. And I'm like, yo, you just walking around with those? She did take a few videos of her like trying to do everyday tasks, and it's not easy, but it can be done. She doesn't keep them on for very long, but like, oh my goodness, like the skills on just building a nail, like that just blows my mind. As someone who uses regular polish, all I have are my natural nails, which, you know, are very delicate and must be cared for. But like these people who have this skill to build a whole nail to then do nail art on, crazy to me. Ah, oh, it's so cool.
It's literally, in the most literal sense, a complete new dimension of nail art from what you and I are used to. Mm-hmm. You know, it is nail sculpture. Mm-hmm. Is literally what it is. And I want to try a bit of sculpturing with nail products, because when we had nailing painting in our chat, we looked up the video where she makes mini nail polish bottles to put on her nails. Yeah. And honestly, it seemed imminently doable. She did it with like a skewer, just a wooden skewer. Mm-hmm. And then she painted it with gel polish, and then she put poly gel around it. And then she used flocking powder to kind of make a more frosty bottle.
Yeah.
And then like top coated that. But I just thought it was the coolest thing.
It was so
I have a little bit of polygel. I would love to try it.
Please do, because that was awesome. So yeah, if you haven't, I know we've listed a lot of names today, but please go check them all out. They are amazing nail artists in both the regular nail polish, acrylic, and gel polish worlds. Like there's so much variety. There's so many different ways to do nail art, and there's so many good artists. Oh, I love it.
It's so funny because you mentioned, long hair, pretty nails doesn't keep her big weirdo nails on for very long because how? But it's so interesting because I feel like I talk to a lot of people, and it's so I just talk to a lot of people, and that's so interesting about me. I don't know. A lot of times when I'm talking to people about nail art and about how I do it or what I do, obviously I think Danny will also say one of the first questions is, how do you get your nail polish to last?
Yeah.
You don't.
I don't want it to.
Yeah. Some people can. I'm not one of those people. There are ways, but we don't.
Well, I will say on my right hand, and they do need a changing at this point, but I've been wearing the same polish for at least 2 weeks at this point and have had no chipping, and it's just capping those tips and generous top coat. I do at least 2 layers of top coat if I want them to actually last. So on my right hand, I do get it to last. I will say that.
Mine always get messed up when I use acetone.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. With my peel-off base on my left hand, I don't have to mess with a lot of acetone, and that helps the right hand stay preserved because it just doesn't come into contact with it very much. But if I do get a little acetone, I'll re-top coat it just to seal it back in. So there's my little tip, is just re-top coat every now and then.
Yeah, that's what my mom does, and she swears by it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing, is that so many people, and I just find it interesting because I feel like a lot of people listening to this podcast will probably be on the same boat as us. Mm-hmm. But it's just so interesting, the people that don't understand the value of something that is just inherently very impermanent on your hands. Of course, there's the picture that you put on Instagram, and if you're like Danny and I, that's important, although I have just spaced out of Instagram.
You need to post.
I need to post. I'm posting today because today's the first night of Hanukkah, so I'm posting my Hillary ponage today.
Excellent.
And then I need to post anything I've done Christmassy so that it comes out before Christmas, because after it'll be there you go.
I know, posting Christmas nail art on the 26th. Ugh.
Yeah, no one's doing that. That's, cringe.
Everybody's doing that because we're oh crap, I forgot.
Yeah. My 18th Christmas look.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is value. Don't let people tell you there's no value in your 2-day manicure, in your 1-day manicure. I will say I have been stalling on using my new Cadillacquer because Cadillacquer is the Cadillac of lacquers, friends.
The Let It Glow?
Let It Glow, yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It hasn't fit into any nail art because it is art.
Yes.
And you don't, paint something over Van Gogh.
No.
You let it be itself.
That might be my next right hand polish because I do one polish on my right hand and I try to use a fun, like you said, art on its own kind of polish. So that'll probably be my next right hand polish because it is a gorgeous multi-chrome with these blue hex glitters of different sizes in it. Oh, Cadillacquer is so good. I wish I got their advent calendar, but I'm glad I didn't get too much this year after Black Friday. I was like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah. But yeah, I have been waiting on that because I want to at least give it 2 days.
Yeah.
I just want, and this week I'm doing 3 nail looks on Twitch because we're getting to the finish line and I haven't done enough holiday stuff. But yeah, I've always loved the impermanence of nail art. So that's so cool to me that she just does the thing. She makes the video, she does the art, she puts it out in the world, and then she can just take it off and move on with her life.
Yes, and the taking off is it kind of scares me because again, I'm not from the acrylic world, so she takes these special clipper nipper tools things and just snaps them off, and I'm just ah.
The face I'm making right now.
For a natural nail person, it's a horror show, but they're acrylics. That's how you have to do that. And then she can soak off the nubs and get them off her nails, and I'm just oh my God.
Yeah, it's a different world. It's a different world. Anyway, yeah, the last half of this episode has been much shorter than the first half.
That's okay.
I think that you will forgive us. But I think that's it for today. And so we'll be seeing you. This will be coming out right after Christmas. So I hope you had a wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah, because that's also happening at Christmas time this year, which does not always happen that way. Sometimes it's in a really...
Yeah, they don't always line up.
They do not always line up. For anybody who doesn't celebrate, have a happy Festivus, have a happy Kwanzaa, have a happy week, have a happy winter solstice, have a happy New Year. Have a happy.
Have a happy.
Have a happy. If you don't, I will find you.
We will paint your nails.
We will paint your nails, and you will be happy. I'll use one of my nice polishes, and that's a threat. Awesome. But anyway, I think our outros are just going to become more and more unhinged. And you know what? I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with this. We're just, you know what? We're just living our life, and you're here with us. You're stuck in here with us. We're not stuck in here with you. Anyway, that's enough for today. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to check out Danny and I on Twitch and Instagram. I am Fanaticure. She is Danny Shout. All our links are in the description. Join us next time where we make champagne flutes out of our nails to toast the new year in style.
Stay lacquered.